So if you watched my video earlier, congrats. You get to not watch another video with my terrible voice over probably some weird gameplay that doesn't really fit what I'm talking about. But today, it's going to be about this whole DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma or whatever package people think is going to be traded for DeMar DeRozan. Now listen, DeMar DeRozan is an incredible player. DeMar DeRozan is a 20-plus point per game scorer in today's NBA. He kind of fits what is starting to come back to the NBA, and that's mid-range scoring. If you look at the finals right now, I mean, the two main guys who are killing it in the finals and who have been killing it the whole entire playoff run are Devin Booker and Chris Paul, and they do a majority of their work in the mid-range. And what's even more incredible about DeMar DeRozan is he has kind of gone from being a shooting guard to a power forward with the San Antonio Spurs. And he's kind of had to fill that role because of how not only today's NBA is going, but just how bad and lack of talent that San Antonio team was over the past year and a half, 2 years while he was there. And he kind of had a rough time with San Antonio. I mean, if you think about it, he's replacing somebody like Kawhi Leonard, who led that San Antonio franchise to a couple finals appearances and one finals win. He was a finals MVP in San Antonio. He was a multiple-time All-Star. He was a multiple-time All-NBA player. He was just a really good player in San Antonio. So it's hard for DeMar DeRozan to fill that void, but I think he did as good of a job as he could have with what he does well and how he is able to be effective on the NBA floor. Now, here's the thing about DeMar DeRozan. If you put him on a roster with the Los Angeles Lakers, I'm assuming you're thinking that LeBron is going to be there. I'm assuming that you're thinking that Anthony Davis is going to be there. If you trade, you're probably going to have to trade two of either Kentavious Caldwell-Pope because of salary, Kyle Kuzma because of talent, and you're probably going to have to trade Talen Horton-Tucker as well. And, you trade those three guys, you get rid of three guys who were, as meme-worthy as Kyle Kuzma and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope are, they were major forces for not only this year's team, but a team last year who won the NBA Finals. And you just take that away for somebody like DeMar DeRozan, who, like I just said, is an incredible player in his own right. But, I mean, are you really winning the championship because you're subtracting two or three players for DeMar DeRozan? And here's the thing. I don't want to make this sound like, even though I'm saying I like DeMar DeRozan, I'm trying to make it seem like he's not a good player, because I think he's a really, really good player in today's NBA. I think he's still a top 30, top 40 guy in today's league. But when you put him on a roster with a ball-dominant player in LeBron James, who, I mean, like, either way, your choice between giving the ball to DeMar DeRozan or LeBron James, that's an easy choice. Your choice between either giving the ball to DeMar DeRozan to ISO or put the ball in the post with Anthony Davis or just have him ISO, I mean, like, the choice is still easy. So what you're left with, especially when you get rid of somebody like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's a great shooter, when you get rid of somebody like Kyle Kuzma, who can be a capable shooter, as well as Talen Horton-Tucker, you're really going to be asking DeMar DeRozan to be a guy to either stand in the corner, either stand at the top of the key and wait for a pass out. Like, you're going to be asking DeMar DeRozan to do things that he's not comfortable doing. And not only is that going to be bad for the Lakers, it's not going to lead them to a championship. It's going to lead them to be void of talent once LeBron James finally decides that he's not the best player in the world anymore, like many people are already right now saying he isn't. And when Anthony Davis decides that he just wants to leave and go play for his hometown team in Chicago or wherever he wants to go, like, this team, the Lakers, are going to be in the same exact spot they were in like 4 or 5 years ago when they had completely no talent on the roster. It's almost the exact same situation that the Lakers were in a few years ago when they had Kobe, they had Pau Gasol, they had Metta World Peace. They tried to go all out. They went and got Steve Nash from the Phoenix Suns. We saw how poorly that worked out. They went and got Dwight Howard from the Orlando Magic. We saw how poorly that worked out. If they try to go all out with this roster right now and try to trade at least two guys between either KCP, Kyle Kuzma, Talen Horton-Tucker, this team is going to look so bad. Not only just like from a personnel-wise, but like I'm trying to say, like, on the basketball court, this team is going to look so bad, especially because I don't know if DeMar DeRozan is a great defensive player. If you're a Spurs fan, you probably know this. Even if maybe you're a Raptors fan, you know this. I mean, from what I've watched from DeMar DeRozan in previous years, he's not an incredible defender. He's not somebody who I'm going to say, hey, you see Devin Booker out there just torching us for 20? How about you go guard him? Or you see Donovan Mitchell just driving down the lane literally with ease and like shooting over everyone? How about you go stop him? Or Dame Lillard or somebody. Like, I don't know if DeMar DeRozan is that capable defensively. And like I'm saying, on a team that features somebody like LeBron James, who is questionable at times on the defensive side of the ball, and someone like Anthony Davis, who, I mean, he can defend guards, but why would you ask him to defend guards when he could just protect the rim? This team would look so bad. Like, if you're a Lakers fan, you should really be ashamed of yourself for even thinking that you should trade for DeMar DeRozan. And it's not even like the swapping of talent isn't really what I think is the biggest issue, because I don't think Kyle Kuzma is that great of a player. Like, obviously, I think DeMar DeRozan, the potential of DeMar DeRozan on a championship team is higher than somebody like Taylor Horton-Tucker, or is higher than somebody like Kyle Kuzma, or is higher than somebody like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. But when we combine two or three of those guys, two or all three of those guys, in exchange for someone like DeMar DeRozan, who really does not fit with what LeBron and AD do well, then it's almost like the other three guys actually have a higher potential than DeMar DeRozan. But honestly, that's not even the issue. The issue is just like, you're going to be going all out for three guys who don't go well together. And in 2 or 3 years, when it hasn't worked out, or maybe it's only worked out once, it looks even worse. It looks really, really bad. Now, I really don't think this trade is actually going to happen. I think people are just trying to get rumors out there just to get DeMar out of San Antonio. And I think San Antonio wants to get rid of DeMar as well and send him to the highest bidder. But if the Lakers really, really want DeMar DeRozan, like, it's going to be a rough next year, because those three just don't play. Like, I can't keep saying the same thing enough. Those three don't play well together. They would not play well together. They would never play well together in any world. So let's just be smart, Lakers. Let's just be smart, Rob Pelinka and LeBron and AD. Like, let's not go out for DeMar DeRozan. If you're gonna go all out for somebody, go all out for somebody that actually fits, like some freaking shooting, somebody that can shoot and handle the ball, not just one or the other. So that's my rant on this DeMar DeRozan rumor. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. I don't really care at this point. I mean, I care. I mean, if you hit the like, I would really appreciate it. But if you hit dislike, I won't be upset at you either. And if you're a Lakers fan, Spurs fan, Miami Dolphins fan, whatever franchise you are a fan of, make sure you hit subscribe. I put out new videos pretty much daily. Sometimes I take like a week break, but and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.